What is up, guys? This is Andrew, and I'm back in the video, and I'm sorry for the long wait for my videos, but today we're bringing out my Plants vs. Zombies Heroes deck, my Neptuna Graveyard deck. This is probably one of the best decks in the game right now, so I'm just going to go through a little rundown on how everything works and how you should play the deck. So to start off, I have 3 copies of Camouflage. This is a 1-brain history pet trick that gives all of your zombies +2 health. It's pretty good for when you're facing decks that have plants that have a lot of high attack, high strength plants like maybe the what am I trying to think of? Like say anything like, how am I supposed to split this? But yeah, basically any high attack plants, like maybe 3-headed Chomper if your opponent has that. And up next we also have the Headstone Carver. This guy is like the _1 card in your deck. You want for this guy at all times, and I mean he's a common. He's not really that hard to get. And he's a 1/3 sneaky mustache zombie, and he says that when his ability is when a gravestone zombie is revealed, that zombie gets a +1 strength, +1 health, which is really helpful for when you're trying to bump up your guys a lot. And then we also have 3 copies of Rolling Stone just to destroy any of those nuisance plants like the potato mine or the walnut or something. So it's a hardy trick. Next we have 4 Sumo Wrestler. This card is absolutely necessary in the deck. It moves any plant at the gravestone. 2/3 for 2 brains. It's really strong. I'd use it in any hardy deck that I have. Up next we got the Swashbuckler, which is also a gravestone zombie. And when a pirate hurts that plant hero, that pirate gets +1/+1, which is really good, especially if you have like multiple copies on the board and they can all get some damage in, and they all just bump each other up insane amounts. And up next we have 1 Trampoline, or Backyard Bounce, whatever. Bounce a plant, comes in handy a lot. And up next we got Landscaper. Plant gets -2, really helpful in combination with Rolling Stone. So like, say if your opponent has a 4 strength, like a what's the one card I'm looking for? I can't remember his name. The Toad something. So it was a Sun Toad, something like that. I'll have to look it up. Up next, we got the Line Dancing Zombie. It is a super rare, so it's a little bit harder to get, but it's really good. When revealed, you move it to a random lane, you move it to one lane you pick, and then also a strike through. So it's not that bad. Only 3 brains. And up next, you got 3 Smelly Zombies. With their deadly ability, it helps get some really problematic plants out of the way, like Grapes of Wrath or Soul Patch or something. Up next, we got 2 Stealthy Imps. These guys are the anti-hero 4, which means that if there's no plant in the lane, then it becomes a 6/2 because it gains +4 strength, which is pretty nice for dealing some high damage. 3 brains, not too bad. Up next is the Trash Can Zombie. This guy is amazing because whenever he's revealed, he can't be hurt for that turn. So basically, it stops him being females in line. Winter Melon, which really shuts down a lot of freeze decks really fast. And he's really good. So I got 4 of him. 2 Pogo Bouncer, just because bouncing plants is really good. I don't play him too much, that's why I only have him at 2 in this deck. Up next is another super rare, Tomb Raiser. So it is a little bit harder to get him as well, but he's still pretty good because if he hurts the plants here, he makes a random gravestone, which means it can be any zombie that when you play it has the gravestone ability, which is really good. It's 4 brains as well. And up next, this guy's another super rare as well, but you absolutely need as many of them as possible. I only own 3 copies. Mixed Up Gravedigger is super good. Mixed Up Gravedigger, when you play him, each zombie is put in a gravestone, and then they're all mixed up randomly. And so this makes for some really cool, because it confuses your opponent all the time. Not to mention it's a 5/5, so it's really good anyway. But yeah, Mixed Up Gravedigger are absolutely essential in this deck. And then finally, I have 1 Zombot Stomp just to like clear the board if I ever need to for 1 brains there. And that's the Neptuna Gravestone. So we're gonna start off by doing this. We're gonna head into a multiplayer battle. So we're just gonna get started. I'm going to Rank Match, Gold League. This is a really good deck to climb up into Diamond League if you're like going from Gold League to Diamond League as well. So we're just gonna see what we get first. Mason River, that's good, but we don't need them right now. That's really good. We're gonna swap out the Smelly Zombie because these are 3s and we kind of want 2s, like that one. That one's perfect. All right, so we got a decent hand going here. We got the Octopet. Oh, that's perfect. This is a perfect hand. Okay, we got Pea Shooter. I don't know what this guy's playing. He's probably playing a pure Pea Shooter deck. Anyway, we're gonna launch out our Octopet just on the amphibians, just to get some damage in, and get a plant that he can't easily get around unless he plays another amphibious plant or something. So now we're going to now I'm gonna drop the when you're playing against Green Shadow, you never want to put anything in the middle lane unless they've already used their superpower, because that's when sorry, that's because then these are vulnerable to attacks. Unless it's like a zombie that you're using specifically to block that. Otherwise, you don't want to put it in the middle lane like that. So that's why I have him over there. So I'm just waiting for him to make a move. Probably confused on what to do. Oh, he's got double mint. Okay, well, that's perfect, because that means we can get rid of that with the Rolling Stone. Which means he can't do... I've actually gotten double mint pretty high up once. Like in the hundreds somewhere. I really want to see double mint to get to like the thousands. So we're going to drop the Sumo Wrestler down, which leaves us enough, which doesn't actually, we don't have enough for anything else yet. But there's that Zombot Stomp that I mentioned. This will be really good for late game as well, like if you're stalling for a long time and you need to clear your opponent's board. That's a really good way to do it. And there's like a plan I was talking about how to get around the amphibious, so the Octopet. Okay, so we're actually going to move that guy over in front of the Sumo Wrestler, because that way they both cancel out. Well, actually, thanks to my Headstone card, you see right there, I boost him up by 1/1, so now my Sumo Wrestler is going to stay on the field, and I get to keep my Octopet doing damage in the water lane as well. So there we do all the damage being done, and there is the ability. See if we're going to play it or not, because it could be, there's a bunch of them, it could be a big, okay, so it's that one. So now, after this, we're free to place any zombie in the middle lane, because he's not going to have that anymore. So now look at that, we've already gotten down to 10 health, and things are going pretty good for us. So I'm going to drop another Headstone Carver right there, and then we're also going to play the Smelly Zombie as well. And both of them are going to pump him up to make him a 2/6, which is actually, not 2/6, but a 4/6, which is actually really OP. So you've got a torch with... My apologies. Okay, so there's that. Sorry. Yeah, get that going. So he's placing all that. He's got torches. You're probably going to put another something behind that one. Maybe a Pea Shooter. No, he's using Ambiguous on that. So that was the one he had at the beginning. So he's actually doing a really good comeback here. But the Smelly Zombie, combined with both the Headstone Carver, is going to get really OP. So we're just going to get started with this. So the Headstone Carver is going to stay on the board, and looks like we got everything going good so far. We're going to drop that Trash Can Zombie, actually. Just going to drop it over in here in this lane. He only has 2 cards left in his hand, so do we, but we are significantly at the advantage here. Okay, so let's hope he doesn't have it like a free... Okay, so he has that. That is not going to matter, because the Smelly Zombies you can take it out really easily. And now, it's our turn, and now we have any chance to play any tricks. Now both the Headstone Carvers are going to bump them up to insane amounts. So this is how this deck works. This is how you want to push up from Gold to Diamond Arena. Unless you're playing Plant, in which case I recommend a Nightcap Control deck, which I'll have in a later episode. So everything's going good for us so far. Okay, got another ability. Yes, we still got one Headstone Carver, the Smelly Zombie, and the Octopet on the board. So this is a really good game. Okay, so he's starting to bounce around Zombie. Let's see what it's going to be. Hopefully it's not... Okay, it's that, which I can easily place back down next turn. So what do we got? We got the Sumo Wrestler. Okay, so we're going to move that over there. And we're going to... hold on. We're going to move that over there. And then we're going to put the Octopet back in the water. Oh, no, I meant to put the... Dang it. Shoot. I'll play it next turn, I guess. So he's got Flourish, because he's going to draw 2 cards if you can get anything he needs. So we're going to use the Sumo Wrestler to put him in front of the Trash Can Zombie. We'll put him in front of the Trash Can Zombie like that. And now the Headstone Carver is going to buff him up a lot. Well, not a lot, but he's still going to buff him up some. And we'll play the Octopet on the first turn. But actually, what we're going to do is we're going to bounce the Torchwood, so now we can get even more damage. And so that's 7 damage. And if we can just get the Octopet down next turn, then we should be winning this. Okay, so yeah, I think we got this in the bag. We're going to play the Pirate Zombie, the Swashbuckler, and we're going to play the Octopet. So we probably have this in the bag, unless he has something that can like wipe out all of my zombies, which is pretty hard to do, considering I have a 4 or 5 on the field. Even if he plays something like, I don't know what he would actually have, like maybe 3P or something, but even then that wouldn't do too much. So I think we have this one in the win. I think this is lethal for this turn. Oh, there's a 3-pair, just as I predicted. Oh yeah, I forgot about the thing. Oh crap. Okay, so we have a chance here. As long as if we can hit do 1 or 2 of the shield block, then we should be able to win. I think he's trying to not take any chances here. Swashbuckler, gonna do a lot of damage, and now let's see if we can get this done. Can we get it in? Can we get the win? Can we get the win? All right, there we go. That's how you win with Neptuna Graveyard. That's how this deck works. That's how you can easily push up in the gold arena. As you can see, I'm already I'm on my way to getting a second defensive line, which is actually a really good card in a sports zombie deck, like if you're playing with Z-Mech. So yeah, that was Neptuna Graveyard, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. I still gotta complete those quests and stuff. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe for more Plants vs. Zombies and other video games. I should have another episode of SpongeBob SquarePants Battle Bikini Bottom up today. I still have yet to record it. And also don't forget to leave a comment, see what you want to see next. You want me to play my Nightcap Control deck? Do you want me to do something else? You want to play a campaign? Let me know in the comment section below. And of course, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.